Have you ever wondered if you're running out of time to make the biggest decision of your life? Because that's exactly where I am. I'm 39 years old, and I honestly don't know if I want children. What scares me even more is that one day I might realize that I actually did. And over the last couple of years, this question has gotten louder and louder in my mind. And it's not really about having babies anymore. It's more about the purpose of family and not having any regrets. And also trying to figure out what I want the rest of my life to look like before the choice isn't mine anymore. Lately, this has been on my mind a lot, and it usually hits me on the weekends. I'll look at my community calendar and see a festival or a farmer's market or some type of local event, and I think that sounds fun, so I go. But when I get there, I notice something. Almost everyone is with their family. Parents are chasing their kids around. Kids are laughing. Couples are pushing strollers. And me, I'm just there. Sometimes I leave wondering, what am I doing all of this for? And that's when the questions really start going through my head. Like, why do I go to a job that I don't even enjoy? Why did I even buy this townhouse? And why do I spend so much time making it feel warm and cozy when sometimes it feels like there's something missing from it? Sometimes I wonder if I actually want children, or if I just want the life I imagine comes with having them. You know, like the family dinners and the holiday traditions that I grew up on, or even the magic of watching someone grow into their own person. Sometimes I wonder what it would be like to have a house that feels full. But there is something that makes this all so complicated, and that's my partner already has kids. So I've never really felt this urgency coming from him. But for me, I've never been married and I've never had any kids. And now that I'm 39, I can't ignore the fact that biology doesn't exactly wait for you to figure everything out. So the truth is, when we first met, this wasn't even something that I wanted. I was 25 years old and I genuinely believed that I would never get married and that I absolutely did not want any kids. And a big part of that came from my mom, actually. Growing up, she would constantly tell me, don't get married and don't have any kids. And looking back, that is such a strange thing for a mother to tell her daughter, especially because she's still married and she raised 5 kids. And as a kid, for me, that was so confusing. But it also scared me because I thought, if someone who's actually lived this life is warning me not to do it, then maybe she knows something that I don't. But then something my dad said stayed with me for years. And it's something that I think about regularly. He once said to me, when you're older, when you're in a nursing home, when you can't take care of yourself anymore, who is going to take care of you if you don't have any children? You're going to be alone. And I won't lie, that terrified me. It wasn't because I expect children to become my caretaker, but it forced me to picture a future I'd never really imagined before. My parents won't always be here, and my siblings have their own lives. All of my friends have their own families. And if I never have any kids, what does that version of my life look like? Then yesterday, something happened that made me question everything all over again. I came across this TikTok video, just random scrolling. And there was a young woman who asked everyone who was over 50 to answer one question. She asked, I'm thinking about never having children, but I'm afraid that I'll regret it. What has your experience been like? And honestly, I expected the comments to be filled with women saying, you'll regret it. But that's not actually what happened. In fact, I was shocked. So many women who had children were telling her, don't do it. They talked about losing themselves and never having freedom, always having to put themselves last and never being able to get back to their own lives. Then there were women who never had children, talking about traveling whenever they wanted, sleeping in, spending their money however they wanted, living life completely on their own terms. And I sat there reading comment after comment thinking, wait a minute, what is the right answer? How do some women, by the time they're 20 years old, know that being a mother is what they were born to do, while other women like me, still don't know? Maybe there isn't a right answer, and maybe each choice will come with a different kind of grief. Maybe becoming a mom means grieving the freedom that you'll never get back, and maybe never becoming a mom might mean grieving the family that you'll never have. And I honestly don't know which grief would be easier for me to live with. So today, I still don't have an answer. I just know this question has been living in my mind lately.